What's up, you guys? Thanks for making it back to my channel. To start out the look today, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair and a small flat concealer brush to clean up underneath my brows. Then I'm going to take my Farah E35 fluffy brush and pat the product into my lid to get it to start to set. And that's what I'm going to prime my lid with. So for shadows today, I'm going to go into my Jolie Beauty Proud palette, and I'm going to take the shade Nadia on a small flat packing brush, and I'm going to start to insert that into the crease. And since we are doing a double cut crease today, I'm going to make sure to create a more winged out shape with the eyeshadow today. So it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, guys. I'm tired as heck, so if my voice sounds a little bit funky today, don't mind that. I'm just tired. So going back into my Proud palette by Jolie Beauty, I'm going to take the shade Graham from the palette on my BH Cosmetics number 2 tapered diffuser brush, and I'm just going to start to diffuse the edges of that first shade out using the shade Graham. Alright, so at this point we're just going back and forth between shadows, so I'm going to go back in with the shade Nadia and make sure everything is nice and saturated and there's no harsh lines anywhere. Then I'm going to go back into my Proud palette and take the shade Steven and use that as my third and final transition color, just to make sure everything is nice and diffused in the crease. Then to cut my crease, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair and my small flat concealer brush, and yeah, I'm just going to cut the crease there. So I like to create a guideline or an outline, if you will, first, and then if I like my shape and everything that I created, then I go in and I make sure everything is nice and sharp and fix any mistakes that I might have made. Since we're doing a double cut crease today, though, I'm not going to take that concealer all the way over top my entire lid. I'm just going to take it down a few inches into the crease or anywhere that I know I'm going to be putting my double cut crease shadows. And for those, I'm going to go into my Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm going to first take the shade Savage from the palette. It's that really bright pink shade, and I'm going to put it on the first half of the double cut crease area. Then I'm going to take the shade Slow Burn. It's that bright red, and I'm going to put it on the second half there. Just go over it really nice and take your time just to make sure that it's nice and saturated into the crease there. Alright, so we're going to cut the crease again. Yep. And we're going to use that same what was it? Oh yeah, Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair. And yeah, we're going to cut the crease just like normal again. For this though, just keep in mind how thick or thin you want that detailing, that double cut detailing there in the middle. You can make it thick, you can make it thin. It really just depends on what you're going for. And yeah, just the same concept per usual, guys. Okay, so next we're going to set that empty lid space there, and yes, we're just using one shade this time. It's going to be from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. No, this is the Sultry palette, I'm sorry. And we're going to take that black shade. It's called Noir. I never know how to pronounce it, but yeah, it's just a black shade in the palette. And I'm going to take that on my BH Cosmetics pencil brush from their Lavish Elegance brush set. And we're just going to start to pack that shade onto the lid there. Just be careful with black shadow. It's very messy no matter how you're using it, so just take your time. After that, we're going to coat the lashes using my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my lashes using my Duo Lash Glue in the shade White, and these are my crystal lashes in the style Dreamy. Alright, now it's time to prep the skin. So I'm going to help my pores and my uneven skin tone by using my Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. And I'm going to buff that into my skin using my fingertips. After that, I'm going to take my Becca Backlight Priming Filter and I'm going to apply that all over my skin as well. But I'm going to blend that out using my unicorn brush. And this is just going to help bring a nice glow to my skin underneath my foundation. After that, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer and I'm going to blend that out all over my skin, also using my fingers, just to help with my little breakout problem that I've been having. I usually don't break out. I'm pretty good with taking care of my skin since I do wear makeup. But every now and then a pimple or two will pop up and we just can't have that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, just going to blend that out using my fingertips as well. Then for foundation, I'm using a new one today. My Tia Sarita gave me this one when I visited her in Columbus, and I never really got to using it. It's the Yensa Color and Face Skin on Skin BC Foundation, and this is in the shade Medium Warm. My Tia is a lot darker than me, so this foundation is a little bit dark for my skin, but I usually just even out the color with my concealer. And for concealer today, I'm going in with my NYX Cosmetics Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, and this is in the shade Vanilla. And I'm just going to apply that in all the areas that I want to highlight. So underneath my eyes, my forehead, my nose, and my chin. And I'm going to blend that out using my damp beauty blender, and I also use my beauty blender to blend out my foundation. Okay, now it's time to set my face using my Milk Makeup Blur and Set setting powder. And I'm just going to take a smaller brush and get underneath my eyes and in the perimeters of my mouth and nose, and a bigger brush to get the larger perimeters of my face there. Alrighty, so now I'm going to contour using my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Kit in the shade Dolce de Leche, and the brush I'm using to apply it is my BH Cosmetics contouring brush from their Crystal Quartz brush set, and I'm just going to apply that to the hollows of my cheekbones. Then I'm going to work on my lower lash line. So starting out with my Sultry palette, I'm going to take that black shade from the palette and pack that on the first half of my lower lash line, just to create the appearance that the liner on the lid is extending into my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the Proud palette and I'm going to take the shade Nadia and pack that shade on the second half of my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the shade Graham from that same palette and I'm going to blend those two shades out using that. And I'm also going to use that shade to create a detailing liner that extends past my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take some mascara and coat my lower lash line with that, and it's that same mascara that we used before. Then I'm going to take the shade Steven from the Proud palette and put that into my waterline. Next, it's time to set all those liquids and powders in place using my NYX Cosmetics Bear With Me Multitasking Spray. Then I'm going to highlight using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit, taking the shade Pink Heart from the palette and applying that on my cheekbones, my forehead, my nose, and my chin. And the brush I'm using here is my BH Cosmetics Spotlight highlighting brush, and I always use this brush most of the time. Last but certainly not least is my lips. I'm using my NYX Cosmetics Liquid Suede Liquid Lipstick in the shade Soft Spoken, and I'm just going to use the applicator to apply it. Okay guys, that's pretty much it for the video today. If you came and watched my video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I really hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.